Hi there, folks. Trying out a new system of recording. Seems like the world system and all the computers and machines. Um, just being a little conspiracy minded. It seems like they're all against me. But anyway, for now, let's see how this goes. Okay, now regarding that dream about heaven's landscapes that I had a while ago. It was a very simple dream. I was in this log cabin with a couple, and we were talking, and there were things going on before that, but I can't remember any of the details. But what I do remember is going out their back door. They had a sliding double patio glass door that led out onto a deck. So I walked out to the deck, and I could look at this vast, huge landscape. The log cabin was sitting high on top of a hill, and is surrounded by this great, big, huge, immense forest. Evergreen trees and pine trees and all sorts of trees like that. And every once in a while there would be a couple of different kinds of trees. But the hill that it was on, it sloped it downward, and it went down about a mile to a valley floor. And you could see the river there, and it flowed off into the distance, and you could see the distant flat land, the prairie land, way off in the distance. But on the other side of the valley, it sloped up. The tree sloped up about halfway, and then it continued on to being rocky mountains, just great big huge rocky mountains everywhere. And the whole thing was made even more beautiful because this whole landscape was covered in snow. There was snow everywhere. And I don't know if you've ever seen a snowy landscape where everything is white and pure and it just looks so beautiful. But anyway, I was standing on this deck and I was looking at this beautiful Rocky Mountain range with this great valley and forests everywhere, all covered in snow. And I could see the steps from the patio that I was on. It led to a path that went down about 60 feet. And I could see about 60 feet away there's this little plateau, a little level area. And it had on it what looked like a sandbox. And it was about 14 feet wide by about 14 feet long, just a nice little square. And there was a lawn chair in the middle of it, the kind where you could recline and lay back with a drink. So this sandbox thing had a lounging chair on it. And so I went down to explore it. I walked down the path, and it was just a regular snow path. It felt just like a nice cool winter's day. And the platform that is on, this is the platform. I don't know if it's showing up very clearly because I'm using a new camera system, so I can't see exactly what's in the frame. But anyway, that's the kind of platform it was on. And you walk up the stairs, and once you get in the middle of the platform, your original surrounding landscape disappears. The Rocky Mountains disappeared, the forest, the snow-covered landscape, it all disappeared, and it was replaced by this huge, immense seaside beach. The sand in that sandbox became the sand on a beach, and the lounge chair was just there to relax, and you could see the ocean, a nice, beautiful ocean, blue skies, clouds in the background. And this beachside landscape, seaside landscape, it just extended on forever. I could sense in the dream that you could walk to one end and you would never come to the end of it. And you could walk to the other side and again you would never come to the end of it. But somewhere in that landscape there are a number of these plateaus. And these plateaus, they will take you to a different location somewhere else in God's creation. It could be a prairie land, it could be a city landscape, it could be a mountain landscape, it could be another forest, it could be a field of tall grass, it could be summertime, springtime, wintertime, whatever time it is. Those platforms are just a means of going from one location and one season to a completely different location and a completely different season. And those platforms are given to everybody, mostly to those of the other flock, because they haven't built up a mansion in heaven like you wise virgins have. But the Lord was compassionate on them, and he gave them a gift, the gift of a place that they've always wanted to exist in, some sort of landscape. And so those platforms will lead you to one landscape or another, be it a landscape that has been given to the other flock, or be it a landscape that has been given to you wise virgins out there. But either way, everybody has a platform that would lead you to another location and another season. And those platforms are scattered out, scattered throughout heaven. And they will lead you, like I said, to another environment, but they can also lead you back to the environment that you just came down. You just have to go through that. There will be a little glass portal right about here where you step up. Once you're inside, everything disappears, your landscape, but there will be like a little glass painting that'll show the landscape that you just came from. And in that particular case, it was the landscape of a snow-covered mountainside with a log cabin on it. And so if I wanted to leave the beach, I could go back to where I came from through the same portal that I left, or I could go to another platform and go to a different location. Again, that being heaven, all these dimensions intersecting each other, and they just go on for infinity. So anyway, that's one of the things that we can look forward to in heaven, is not only exploring heaven's infinite landscape, but eventually you'll come upon one of those dimensional platforms that'll take you to somebody else's landscape, somebody else's environment. Okay, that's that. That was a pretty cool dream that I had. We'll talk to you later. Be a blessing wherever you are in internet land and YouTube world. Take care, stay in prayer. Jesus is going to be here sooner rather than later, and we'll see you in his kingdom somewhere over there, or maybe even somewhere up in the air. Okay, take care. See ya. Jesus rules.